FA to have the National Women's Day here at St George's Park is massive. You know, there's 150 of them going around the country, but for the Women's Festival to be based here is positive for women's football. And obviously, you know, for girls that have already got teams, they can come down, they can play, and if they haven't got teams, they can certainly find out about who to play for. The FA have put a lot into women's football. There's a lot of branding on the website. You know, find a club. You tap in your postcode and you can find out what's the nearest clubs for you, which is easy. I mean, there definitely wasn't that when I was a kid. You know, I got lucky. You know, having speaking to people and a manager found me a team. So I think it's a lot more. It's a lot easier for kids to find a team now. But you know, things like this are positive. But obviously, you know, the women's game getting more promotion. Obviously, the WSL being on TV, it inspires people. It allows people to see it and want to get involved. BT Sport is, you know, a new company coming on board, and they want to put a lot of backing into women's sport. So I think it's positive, and you know, for us as female players, we need to make sure that we showcase the game, and when the games are on TV, we make sure that they're good games to watch. For me and for players like who started off when I started, you know, for Kelly, for us to get you know, that amount of caps is unbelievable, because we know how many games that we used to play. You know, back when I was a kid first breaking in, there wasn't that many games of football that you played for England. The England team wasn't getting into major tournaments. You wouldn't play that many games. There wasn't things like the Cyprus Cup. Not saying it's easier now, but there's more opportunity to play more games for England. So yeah, it was difficult, and obviously, you know, to consistently be, you know, still playing at this level, I'm proud of that. You know, I've had ups and downs, but I'm proud of, you know, what I've been able to do on the pitch. So for that reason, yeah, it's fantastic. But you know, okay, I've broke a record. Someone else will break that record. It's not a problem. You know, that'll be done, and hopefully we might even see one of the kids down here, you know, going on to break a record like that. So I think things like this are really important. That we show the youngsters it's okay to play women's football. If you have a dream, you can go and do that, and you know, you shouldn't be scared to go out and do whatever it is you want to do. I haven't been fortunate enough to have ever met him, you know, but you know, watch TV and then see his interviews and just see how inspiring he is to the players. I think, you know, as a manager, I think you know, the greatest feeling you can have is that players want to play for you. It's been a different season because obviously we started off pre-season, we didn't have a manager. So, you know, we went in our first game for Shelley, first game in charge was a Champions League game, a must-win game. So, you know, it sort of hit the ground running, and, you know, she didn't have any time to sort of prep the team, and we've learned along the way. But no, I don't think there's any doubt in our changing room that we were ever good enough. I mean, we don't know if we're going to go on to win the league. We'll certainly try our best. No, there's no doubt in our changing room. We've won the FA Cup already, which was a major thing for us to do, having been knocked out last season. To get to the Continental Cup final is fantastic. Hopefully we can do well in that final, but you know, to go on, we'll do our best to win every game from now on, and we'll see what happens at the end of the league. No one wants to get relegated, so yeah, I think it's going to make a more competitive league. But I think, you know, the bonus is obviously, you know, for fans, that they can have a fan base, they can support their team, but they can also see what, you know, people, you know, sometimes get a little bit bored. Oh, Arsenal will always win everything, but you know, now you can actually see a relegation battle, and hopefully Arsenal won't be involved in that, but you never know. So you know, I think we can have some fun looking at the top of the league as well as the bottom. As long as I'm, you know, able to play and you know, able to contribute to the team and do well, and the managers still think that you know, I can help the team, then I want to play. I don't think that I'm the kind of person that could do both things, you know, playing and trying to manage or coach. I mean, I coach young kids in the team that I take, Gibbons Wreckers, but no, I think, you know, I'm happy to still do that. But I think whilst I'm playing, I want to put everything into playing, and then when I decide to stop, when I'm not good enough anymore, I'm sure my teammates will tell me. Then yeah, maybe I'll go into coaching or managing or something like that. she's just an inspirational person. I think, you know, when she speaks, it's not just words. They're true words. They're coming from the heart, and she really wants the will on the team and for us to do well. And you know, she's not scared to tell people, you know, what it is on the pitch that needs to be done. And I think you respect that because of what she's done on the pitch. You know what a class player she was, and you know, if Kelly's telling you, you know, to do this, then you're going to listen to her more than other people. So I think, you know, the youngsters, she's obviously grabbed their respect because of who she is, but people like myself, you know, I grew up with her, but you know, she's got my respect as well, and you want to play for people like that. It's fantastic that Arsenal, you know, have offered her an opportunity to be assistant manager, and you know, fantastic that she will stay at the club. You know, hopefully she'll get back onto the pitch soon, because I think we need her. But you know, while she's injured, you know, for this role, it just brings, you know, it's like we haven't lost her. It's like an extra player. Arsenal player to watch. I think a lot of people have, you know, spoke recently about Jordan. Jordan's a fantastic talent.
Jordan Nobbs.
Jordan Nobbs. You know, she's a fantastic midfielder, and you know, so much energy. She's still got a lot to learn in the game, which I think she knows, which is positive. I think also, you know, there's a few. I know Gemma's slightly older, but you know, in my opinion, first half of the season she was the best winger in the country, and I'll totally include myself in that. She was outstanding. So Gemma Davison, and I think the biggest one to watch is probably Jay Bailey, who's a midfielder coming through. Is just such a tidy player, and I think in the future she will be an absolute superstar at England.
I mean, obviously the WSL, it's been a bit of a tricky start for Arsenal in terms of it's not the usual, oh, we're already sitting at the top, or you're already sitting at the top of the table.
I like the way. To inspire people, to allow people, you know, both boys and girls, to see that it's okay for women to play football, and the standard is high. Wow. Sorry.